Welcome back to the second part of my amazing adventure. My adopted father, Gaston, is helping me break into, trade with a selfish restaurant owner. As I saw my beautiful Whistling Rapier, I knew I had to have it. But how could I get it out of the case? And what exciting twists and turns would our adventure take? Now, it is your great pleasure to find out. I want a weapon that is deserving of us.
Well, whenever you see something that you want, you need to take it. And it is right here before you. But let us make sure there are no something that would go off, like a little string across the floor we trip on or something. So watch out for that.
All right, you're going to do an investigation.
Yes.
Are you both doing investigation checks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Gaston, you don't find any tripwires or anything like that, but you're pretty sure that the hinge mechanism is trapped. So unlocking the display would release the hinge, but you think that if you don't use the right key, it would cause a trap of some kind to go off when you open the hinge, when you move the glass cover off, which means that since you don't have the right key, you're going to need to unlock it and disable the trap.
Right.
You're going to have to do both.
What? Aster, what do you see?
I see a lock that, just like before, I will unlock.
Well, you have to wait 1 second, because what you have failed to notice is it is trapped.
Oh, you're right. What a fool.
So I pointed out to him. However, the mechanisms work, and can I evaluate the trap to see if this is like a really
You think it probably releases a gas or liquid or something like that.
Okay.
When the trap is set off.
Do I think that? I know that this is tough for you to give this DM information, but I want for Aster to do it. This is Gaston's mindset. He wants for Aster to do it, but he doesn't want him to do it and it be impossible for him to do, and then we both die in this room together.
If you want to, you can use the assist action and help him on his disarming the trap, which would give him advantage on this check.
Okay.
Yeah, also like inspiration.
You could also provide inspiration.
But just being around me is inspiring enough. You do not need such a thing.
All right.
He's saving that for something else if he has to use it. As the
You got it.
thought process there.
So, Aster, you're going to try to disarm this trap?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you're using your thieves' tools to disarm.
Uh-huh.
You get to roll twice and take the better of the two numbers, though, right? Because he's assisting you.
Use with advantage.
Take the first one.
Okay.
Maybe 14 again.
What'd you get?
14.
14. Oh, so close. You didn't set it off, but you did not disable it. You're so close. You just can't quite get your tools quite through the opening to disable the trap.
Can he try again, or was
I'll
it?
give you one other thing, though. You have found that if the trap is set off, there will also be an alarm that will ring. That's something that Gaston didn't notice. Gaston noticed that there would be something released when the trap set off, but he didn't notice there's also an alarm bell.
Okay, I'm going to say, Papa, did you notice that if you open this thing and it doesn't work, it'll set off an alarm everywhere?
Of course I did. Of course. But so can he try again, or does it have to be somebody else now?
I think someone else has to try it now.
I'll try to disable the trap then.
All right.
Let me. But hey, help me, please.
All right.
All right.
You're gonna provide assistance. All right.
So that first one is a 17, and that's a 20, natural 20 again. This is the only time I've rolled two 20s in one day. So yeah, 26.
All right, you with a little bit of effort, it's a difficult trap. With a little bit of effort, you disable the trap. Now you need to pick the lock to get it open, unless you just want to smash it or something.
Of course not.
Finesse.
We must use a finesse. So then, we'll have Aster.
You want to try
Have
picking the lock?
it, please.
No. Okay.
What is going on with you today? You are so distracted. Is it the possibility of dying to poison gas that has you all put off?
It's the rapier. It's so beautiful.
Oh, you want it so badly that you forget your own abilities. I know how you feel. So and he'll have it. But but help me so I can get advantage on this roll. So this is 17 again, and 14. We'll take that 17 on the picking the
17,
lock.
including your bonus?
Yeah.
You are
So-
unable to open the lock.
Ugh.
This is a difficult lock.
I'm going to do it for you, Papa. Can I try again?
You want to try again?
Yeah.
All right, you can't have advantage on this one anymore. So
No, I know.
You can just do one roll.
Nope.
Okay. Nope.
Well, you know what they say. When finesse fails, it's time to smash it.
All right.
Is there a way we can smash this quietly? Can we maybe no? I'm just trying to figure out anything that if we were to smash this, how to make it not as loud as it could be, if that makes any sense.
Oh, if you have any ideas, you are thieves. You would know something. There are some tricks you can use. Yeah, you have some ideas. One thing you can do is throw a blanket over something to help muffle the sound and smash it. You can stuff something. If you're worried about the sound going through the door, you can stuff something over the door.
Stuff a cape under the floor of the door, and
All
then try to look for something. We've got other rooms we can steal blankets from,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll use that to guard the floor. So if we smash this display case, we don't have like Mission Impossible glass cutting tools. I assume.
I don't think that's part of a standard thieves tools kit. No.
Okay.
You could also try to simply force it up rather than just smash through it. You could try to force the hinge mechanism. It would be a little bit more.
We'll try that
finesse.
first. We'll
All
try
right,
that first.
Make a whoever's gonna do it. Make a strength check.
How strong is Aster?
Not very strong. 0 modifiers.
All right. Well, make a strength check. Try to apply your strength with finesse.
You're the stronger of the two, so
Really?
yes.
So
He's a halfling. Halflings aren't real strong.
natural 20.
Whoa! All right, so Aster sticks his aging rapier into the hinge mechanism and gently but strongly pushes upward, and the hinge snaps open, and he catches the glass lid as it starts to fall backward and sets it down.
So nothing broke.
Nothing broke.
My-
I mean, the hinge is not going to work. The hinge
Yeah.
mechanism's broke, but the trap didn't go off because you disabled it. You opened it, and there is this rapier hovering in midair before you.
My eyes are gonna get big like anime eyes, and then I'm gonna grab it.
All right, you reach out and grab it. It is now in your hand.
As I look at it, I go, "No, Papa showed me that we are chivalrous thieves." And I put the old rapier in the case and close it.
Gaston's like, when do you say that? He's like, what? He's just shrugging to himself, and it's like, whatever. Let him put his old junky rapier in there.
It's my weird way of how I took everything you said.
What is he talking about? I don't remember ever saying that a single time. Whatever.
All right, so you have the rapier.
I'm doing them a favor, Papa.
You have earned this. This is right. You are so right about this. You have earned this. Now, give it a stab. Let me. It's a Whistling Rapier.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's hear its song. Play
I
it for
start
me.
swinging
So you
it.
swing it through the air, and indeed, the holes, when the air passes through the holes in the blade, it makes a strange, sort of ghostly whistling noise.
It's so beautiful, like if I'm playing music with my weapon.
That is very cool. I like this very much. Yeah, it is. I tell you what, it is yours. You have earned this.
Got it.
I mean, that is obvious.
But you know what? You keep all the gold.
You are so kind. You are so kind. This is like you said. It's a trade. Yes.
Yes.
Let us. So there's nothing else in this room. We got
No,
we
you
got
don't see anything else
the
about
item
it.
we are interested in.
There
There's
are a
not.
bunch of scrolls.
Gaston's not like so. I mean, he knows their value in scrolls, but not. He wouldn't. I mean, he'll look at them real quick and see if there's one shining with magical auras or something. Are they like
They appear not to be spell scrolls. They appear to
there's
be
something else.
documents.
Okay. I know earlier we said we would steal everything and we took those receipts, but we'll leave these right there.
Yes, Papa.
Where to next?
Just head on up.
All right, so you
Back
just
to the.
finished that floor. So the next floor was the indigo teleporter, the top floor, what you think is the top floor.
Yeah.
Where the indigo teleporter delivers you. Then there on the other side of the door next to the indigo teleporter, there is the combination smithy and master bedroom. And then on the other side of that is the door that is ajar where Mr. Senkerd is asleep at his desk.
All right, trying to figure out what to do.
I know.
So Gaston kind of like sees the room that Senkerd is in, and he's like, just in his mind, he's thinking of all the pranks he wants to do right now. He just wants to do something so bad, but he's not ready. But he's trying to think of something. And so there's some sort of like, so earlier you were playing around with the daggers in that that room. There's some sort of thing you were putting them into.
So in the wall. So two things worth noting. Number one, in this room where Senkerd III is asleep at his desk, there is a large septagram in the floor, a purple septagram, like the others you've been using to move around with.
Mm-hmm.
There's one on the floor here. Aster did not step onto that one. And then in the wall, it's like a small teleporter set into the wall with a silver septagram on it.
Papa Gaston, I have an idea. I don't know if it will be funny or not. I just thought it'd be a funny prank. And then I caused him to soil himself.
All right.
Not him, the guy.
Yes, because
You make Gaston soil himself. That was not funny at all.
No, you make Senkerd III soil himself. All right, so he's sitting in this chair with slightly wet pants now.
Huh? What do you think?
That was perfect. Now he will wake up and realize he does not even have control over his own bowels anymore.
That will tell him to take us away at the door.
Senkerd stirs a little bit and says, get to the bed. But doesn't move.
Okay, good.
So, what should we do, Papa?
I'm going to. Gaston will just point to the. It's time to be quiet. We almost woke him up. So he'll point to the purple thing, and just kind of shrug like, purple septagram. He's pointing to it, motioning like, go for it.
All right, and then we jump into that.
Oh no. Aster jumps into it.
Yeah, I jump into it.
And Gaston waits.
All right, Papa.
You hop onto the purple teleporter. I guess it's Violet, the Violet teleporter.
Yeah.
And you're holding one of the employee knives in your hand. Nothing happens.
Ew.
Gaston points to Senkerd and motions to like around in his pockets and stuff. Like, check him.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
You're gonna search him?
Uh-huh.
Do a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, so that was... Don't fail me now, dice.
1.
Nailed it.
All right. Senkerd stirs again and says, Capo, move me to the bed, please. Capo, help me get to the bed.
I'm going to pretend I'm whoever he's talking about and try to slowly get him to his bed.
I'm so tired. As you move him, he starts singing, I must smite and bite night, I must smite and bite night. We'll treat you right at the smite and bite. Oh, thank you, Capo. You're the only one I can trust.
I just tap him.
All right. You pat him on the back?
Yeah.
All right. Put him in the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to pull the covers up on him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. All right. You don't, in the course of moving him and patting him, and you don't find any keys or anything like that on him.
Okay.
Give him a kiss goodnight. Right
Okay.
on the forehead.
I'm going to kiss him on the top of the head.
All right. He does not respond to that.
All right. I have an idea. Can I see the 2 daggers you have?
Yeah, you got him.
I grabbed the
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
ornamental
gave them
one.
back to you earlier. Sorry.
Oh, you did?
Oh, okay.
I
All
didn't,
right. So
I didn't keep them.
Oh, I thought you kept them. Okay. So
I
you've
didn't say it. Sorry.
Okay. So
I was
now,
I was just looking at them, see if they were like
Okay.
something I was looking for.
all right. So now you have the 2 daggers,
Mhm.
right?
And then I'm going to step back on.
Onto the Violet teleporter.
Yeah.
Aster disappears.
Where am I going?
Aster disappears. You appear in this 25-foot by 30-foot room. The first thing you notice is that you are standing on a silver septagram. There are no doors or windows, and you have the distinct feeling that you are underground. There is a small metal door in the wall, but no arrow next to it this time. There are several displays lining the walls with mounts for armor and weapons. There's only one item left on the walls, though. A small dagger with a nasty, jagged edge, and the label for it says, Blood Gulper. It's a really unpleasant-looking black blade. Finally, there are 2 swords floating in midair on the opposite side of the room.
First, can I open the chamber?
So it's not locked. Inside, you see that there's a small silver septagram, and that's all you see in it. Just like the one up above in the violet teleporter room, there's a small silver septagram.
And just like before, if I put the silver ornamental dagger, nothing happens.
It disappears.
It just disappears.
It disappears from your hand. Now, you're upstairs, Gaston. You hear behind you a slight popping noise, and in the compartment in the wall is the silver dagger.
The dagger, okay. So Gaston will get it and look at that septagram, have his visions of burning in hell again, and go, "Here I come!" And he hops onto the onto it.
All right.
Yeah.
Aster, Gaston appears on the septagram with the silver dagger in his hand.
That's amazing.
That was very smart of you to figure it out. Good job.
Thank you.
This is
Sharper than a knife.
A wonderful building. Yes, always sharper than a blade is in your mind.
All right. So what are you guys going to do? There are these 2 swords hovering in the air.
We're very interested in robbing all of the things here, including the blood culprit, as awful as that thing sounds.
Can I do an arcana check of it?
You're just going to check it from here? From where you're standing?
No, I'm going to get close to it.
Okay. So as you approach the septagram that Gaston is still standing on, these 2 swords suddenly float toward the septagram. And a voice intones,
"You have 10 seconds to speak the passphrase. 10, 9, 8.
I'm going to start singing the
6.
song. That
You start singing the song?
I'm a smite and bite knight.
Wow. Yeah, they stop. And they return to their position by the wall.
That was wonderful. I am so impressed with you right now. Great job.
Wow. You just avoided a combat entirely, which is good because we're almost out of time.
Okay, and so then I look at you and I go, Papa Gaston, music solves everything.
What are you guys going to do next? Oh, and sorry, one more thing. When the blades reach the wall, a voice intones,
"Thank you. You may proceed to the gold floor if you have a gold blade. Say change passphrase if you wish to change the passphrase."
What a fancy house this is.
Change the passphrase. Should we change the passphrase?
No, we do
You would
not.
like to change the passphrase.
No.
What would you like the passphrase to be?
Oh no.
Oh no. The passphrase is, oh no.
Well, I did not want Senkel to die, but this is his fate now.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, right next to where the sigil is, I'm going to write, do I have pens or anything?
I don't know.
I'm going to cut myself.
Oh, really? I'm going to say you have a pin. I'm not going to make you write in blood. I'm going to say you have a pen and ink.
All right, I'm going.
Aster's so serious today.
So I'm going to find some kind of like parchment, and I'm
Okay.
going to write on it. We are chivalrous thieves, and we made a new password for you. It's called Oh No. I hope you like it. And then I leave it there.
Okay. Wow, I can't believe you guys just went straight to the song. That's great. So you leave a note, and what are you going to do next?
I want to continue.
Oh, you wanted to look at the dagger.
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, what's your Arcana bonus?
3.
Okay. So you have a look at this dagger. It's almost certainly magical, and you would guess probably very dangerous. It probably does something unpleasant. I mean, daggers do unpleasant things, but you would guess this is not just a +1 dagger or something. It probably does something more.
I tell you that, and I go, I'm very tempted right now, but I leave it to you, Papa. What would you like to do with this?
Of course you want the dagger.
Yes,
But
but I got the rapier. Maybe you want
Do you
the
think
dagger.
it is cursed or something? What
Yeah.
are you worried about?
I feel like it might be cursed. It's called the blood culper.
Yours is called the Whispering Rapier.
It's true.
It does not actually whistle. Sorry, not whisper. Whistle.
So I'm going to cut my hand, and I want to put some blood on the dagger.
Okay. It soaks into the blade.
And it just absorbs it.
Yep.
That was kind of weird. I still want it, so let's get it. Is it out? It's not locked in a display
Nope,
case.
it's
It's
just
just there.
pinned to the wall, basically.
Papa,
Yeah,
you gifted me the
Gaston's-
rapier.
Gaston's gonna grab it.
All right.
Yeah,
You grab the dagger.
pick it up.
It is in your hand.
Okay. My blood isn't immediately gulped
Nope.
or anything.
Nope.
Okay, puts that bad boy away.
All right.
Now, I have the gold knife. Do you want to go to the gold room?
Of course I do.
Do
All
I
right.
have to say
So
it?
how are you going to get there?
I'm going to start talking to the thing, to the air. I heard a voice.
All
How
right.
do I get to the gold room?
Nothing happens.
I'm going to investigate the room. Is there a sigil or something that's
There's
some
nothing
gold?
different in terms of symbols. There's just a silver teleporter on the floor.
Let's do it. Can I have him hold my hand?
You can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Papa.
Let us just hug. You've impressed me so much today. Let's go.
We
All
hug
right.
and with the knife.
You hug and shuffle, I guess, together onto the teleporter, and you both disappear, and you reappear in this 25-foot by 30-foot room. The first thing you notice is that you are standing on a golden septagram. There are no doors or windows, but there is a small metal door in the wall. There are 2 crude-looking suits of armor standing by one of the walls, each holding a beautifully crafted sword. They sit on either side of a display that has been set back into the stone. Hovering in this display is a beautiful short sword with a green and gold hilt, glimmering in this display. And as you take in all this information, a voice suddenly booms,
Senkard, why have you come here? Surely you don't mean to sell this off too, you worthless piece of... Oh wait, you're not Senkard.
and a misty outline of a human appears before you.
Who are you? What are you doing here? This is the Senkard family vault. Was Senkard too cowardly to come himself?
That's it. He send us instead.
All right, make a deception check.
All right, that is a 16.
Really? Oh, he's such a worthless son. What a disappointment. So what did he send you for?
We are here to inspect this dagger, see if it's condition.
Dagger?
Oh, short sword, sir.
This is the luck blade.
That is, sounds so nice to my ear. You know, there's nobody who loves luck any more than me. I am the biggest appreciator of luck on this whole world.
He truly is.
Can I hold it?
No.
Are you his father?
Yeah, I am unfortunately the father to that worthless waste of flesh.
You know, sometimes sons can be disappointing, but if you give them a chance, sometimes they can impress you very much.
I gave him lots of chances. I think he's spoiling the family name. Selling seafood. It's ridiculous. We're smiths. We're skilled artisans. He's a waste of time.
You see, you're going to bring him so much happiness. But, you know, the fish eggs, not bad.
Pretty
not
good.
bad.
Really, I mean, to be honest, if you're here to help him, then I'm really not. I'm not really on your side. If you're working for him, yeah, you'll have to watch out. I'm not helping you with anything in here. So.
Well, we are actually professional blacksmiths, and we were taking a tour of the building, trying to find if there was anything that was worthy of our company. And we heard of your name, and we came to talk to your son, and he told us to come here.
Well, obviously this is the best smithy work you'll find anywhere on arrival. It's the highest skilled, most talented, most artistic, beautiful, deadly work you'll find anywhere. You know the luck blade, right? You're familiar with the luck blade. You must have heard of it. I mean, if you're coming here, you must have heard of the luck blade.
I've heard rumors of the luck blade, but I've never heard the confirmation. Tell us, is everything true?
Is this true? You don't actually... Do you know? Neither of you knows anything about it?
We've heard rumblings.
You've heard rumors, but what have you heard?
We've heard that this sword can give you luck in battle, that if you're in dire straits.
It can give you luck in anything.
Really?
It even can grant wishes.
See, I heard rumblings about that, but I couldn't believe that something
Oh,
like that
it's true.
existed.
It grants wishes. There's a limit to how many it can grant, but it grants wishes.
We must see it.
There it is.
Like-
Have a look.
Can we
Gaston's just enthralled by it. He's just staring at it.
can we go towards it?
Sure, you can walk toward the display.
No traps, anything like that.
Well, not just walking toward it. You don't set anything off. Are you going to search the area?
Yeah, tell us more, especially about the suits that are near.
Oh, yeah, they're trouble if you try to take that sword.
Yeah, you don't see any traps, but you're pretty sure that if you try to grab this weapon, if you open the display and try to take this weapon, that this armor is going to come to life.
Yeah, just looking at it. Is there a way we can disable the armor, perhaps?
It's not like a simple. It's not like a simple trap. This is magic,
Right.
so there's not an easy
Not
way.
like an
If
Iron
you
Man
had
suit and I
dispel
can push it.
magic, you could do something, or anti-magic.
I left this at home.
You guys even know how to get out of here?
No, how would we do that?
Oh,
He didn't tell us. Your
Sigurd's
son.
so worthless.
He is drunk in bed.
What? He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this sword.
I agree. He does not.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I think we can take this and give it to a museum, perhaps, that would appreciate it more.
Now you're talking. Why don't you take this sword and, just don't come back with it. Just leave. He would hate that. Stupid brat. Gave up our noble craft, creating exquisite weapons of death delivery and serves seafood. If I had a body, I'd be shivering in anger, but nah, you take this sword. Now, of course, you'll have to get past the suits of armor. I can't do anything about that, but get rid of them and or make it past them. Here's how you get out of here, right? You know, obviously, you've been using the teleporters. You know that if you go into a teleporter with one of the knives, then you go one direction, and if you go in without a knife, then you go a different direction, right? You're familiar with that.
Sure, yes, of course.
Right, so you'll have to send the gold and silver knives back up using the portal on the wall, and then you can, once you've done that, you can use the teleporter to get back up, but you'll have to make it a quick jump from the sword to the teleporter to get out of here.
Let's do it. So, what you've told us is that we need to grab the swords, jump onto the teleporter, but send the other two up?
Yeah, so he's saying that the teleporters, at least these ones, can go in two different directions. If you have one of these daggers, the gold or the silver dagger, they take you one direction. If you don't have a dagger, they take you a different direction. In order to make them useful to go back down again, you have to send the gold and silver dagger back up through the small teleporter in the wall, the silver teleporter.
Gaston wants to, this is the plan he's hatching in his mind.
Okay.
He wants to grab the blade and then dimension door out of the building with Aster.
Okay, you can take one other person with dimension door, right?
Oh, but
That's
it
what I
has
was
to
looking
be of one size or larger. Oh, wait, you could probably, can you take? I think Dimension Door has to be.
It's I can take one other willing creature.
Okay, it doesn't have to be of their size or anything.
Oh, I can't take you.
You could go without him.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Yeah, he's thinking about it, but he won't. So, okay, yeah, let's make sure we can get out of here. And how do we feel about fighting these armored beings? I would rather not. I'd rather just grab the sword and run. But they wouldn't be here if it was so easy just to do that.
But how many people actually get here to do what we're about to do?
So my cape grants me the ability to do Dimension Door. I couldn't just give it to him and then...
You would need time to attune to it,
right,
I
the
think?
attunement is the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
He says, oh yeah, also there will, when you grab the sword, there will also be an alarm bell that will ring, and also the city guard will come running, and I hope you have a plan for a quick escape. You can't both take the sword, you might have to split up, of course. Everyone will be looking for you, or maybe the city guard is incompetent these days, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been out. Good luck.
And he sort of fades into the floor.
What a helpful little angry fatherly ghost.
Yes, this is going to be hard, Papa. If what he says is true. Now, do I know that he has this magic?
I don't know how familiar you are with all his various tricks. You know he has some magical tricks up his sleeve. But I don't know if you're familiar with the Dimension Door ability. Has Gaston shown that off before?
No.
No, it's a secret he keeps up his
No,
sleeve.
you don't know about that.
Got it. So what do we do, Papa? Are we gonna fight our way through? Should we run towards the seals? Put the swords, the daggers, send them up, teleport, and then run through this 5-story building.
The 5-story building emphasis is what did it for me there. I'm worried about the things coming to life and killing. I'm wondering if we can start a fight with them before, and just take them out. I mean, I'd rather not do that, but I am just so. I'm worried about us fumbling with keys and these teleporters while having, as comical as this sounds, running away from these big armored monstrosities. But you see, my thinking is I am envisioning you dead on the floor, your blood pooled, and me just looking at you, so sad, and then the things coming after me.
What if we break the statue's legs? So when they wake up, they can't chase us.
That is almost worth a try, I think. Oh, you know what? So I'm wondering if the statues will follow us through the teleporters. We can if they do, we can go down there and they don't know the password and we changed it.
That's true.
But we would turn it off also.
This is a dilemma, sharper than a knife.
But that is what our minds are for, sharper than those. Yeah, so I think let's just attack the things. I just don't want to it to not work, just to grab it and run.
Uh-huh.
So if we can take care of those, and I'm looking over at Mike to see if that's a terrible idea or not. I don't know if my character can have wisdom.
Which idea are you proposing here?
Just taking out these armored things.
They look pretty tough, but Gaston is pretty tough.
Yeah.
Aster is not at this point.
Right.
But Gaston is pretty tough. You also have a bevy of spells that you can cast as well.
Let us review our abilities. Do I know anything about are these sentient things when they turn on, or are they just do they?
You've heard of animated armor
things?
before? Let's see what you know. Yeah, you know that animated armor is pretty dumb. They're not really sentient.
Yeah.
But they are dangerous.
Okay. All right. So that takes that option out. What I will do? Here's something we can do. I can make myself invisible. And I don't think that they can see through invisibility.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Okay. So this idea sounds good to Gaston at the moment, until he does it and it doesn't work. I can get the blade, and I will see you outside as long as we have to work out what the business with the daggers first. So, but I can be invisible as I grab this. It's, as far as I know about visibility, I can pick things up, right? Okay.
Yep.
That is an option to make sure that you don't end up a bloody pulp mess in this gold room. We're in the gold room now, right? Okay. And I can the alarm will sound, so you will need to get away.
Yes. I'll do this, Papa. Maybe I can find a way to swindle my way with my incredible sharp words.
Yes, because your silver tongue must be the sharpest weapon you have.
Yes, let's do it. I can do this, Papa.
Okay, so let's work out the business with the daggers. So, and I wasn't doing a good job following that along. So
we're gonna send
other
those
people
back.
have to walk that.
So you first walk up to the little the portal in the wall, and in the small portal, and you put the daggers in that to send them back up.
Okay.
All right. Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They disappear. Now what?
Next, I'm going to stand by the teleporter.
You stand by the teleporter.
And then you're going to have to, because I'm just going to jump in it as soon as you activate
You can just go up now, and then we don't need the daggers are up there, right? And we don't need to come back down here. And the teleporter leads us out, right? That's how we're understanding it. Where's this? If we can just unless we're not on a time crunch, I think, so we can test it all to make sure we don't end up in hell or something, wherever lost for days. So that's the plan, I guess. So I'll just use invisibility to get by these things. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then we'll get out of this building.
Yep. So
Because there's nothing else in the building that we've explored every room at this point.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you've left no area unexplored except for the first floor Great Hall.
Right.
Got it. So I'm going to.
The butler was there, so we didn't want to bother.
I'm going to jump in there.
All right, so you jump on the teleporter. Aster disappears, and he reappears in the indigo teleporter. Not the purple one, but the indigo teleporter.
Got it. But Gaston can't appreciate the Roy G. Biv, but I appreciate it. I just want to let you know.
All right. And so you're back on the indigo teleporter, which is on the opposite side of the 5th floor from the violet teleporter was.
Okay. I want to get to where the room is that has the daggers.
Okay, so you walk across that, you walk past the bed where Senkert is sleeping. You walk into that office where he was sleeping. You can see his desk is strewn with papers. And now that he's not on the desk anymore, you can see that, in fact, he had been working on some sort of numbers or figures or something, working on a lot of paperwork. And I don't know how interested Aster is in paperwork. Probably not very. You see the daggers in that teleporter on the wall. Right, the teleporter on the wall, the one that's set into the wall with a silver septagram. You can see the silver dagger and the gold dagger have appeared there.
Okay.
What are you doing now?
I'm assuming you haven't grabbed the
The
sword
alarms
yet.
haven't gone off. No, not yet.
So then I am going to grab them again, hop back all the way back to the gold room where he's at.
You grab the silver and gold daggers. You appear first in the silver room and then in the gold room. So Gaston, Aster reappears.
Here's what I think. You know how to get out of here now?
Yes.
You do that. I will give you, and I don't have a timer or anything, but I will give you 10 minutes. You get out of this building as far from it as you can. I will grab this, and I will meet you at our prearranged meeting place, which I completely know where it is.
Okay. So I explained to him that I'm going to have the daggers with me. We're just going to avoid the silver and the gold room. And I'm going to rinse and repeat, tell him that everything is okay, that you don't need daggers, use the teleporter to move
To go
around.
back. Right. Okay.
And then I jump back in with my daggers, go get them because I want them.
Okay.
And I keep them. And then I'm going to start doing the process of escaping.
All right, so tell me what your process is. What are you doing?
So, from what I know, using all of these will lead me back to the orange room always.
Right. If you're using your Senkert, if you have a Senkert blade in your hand and you jump into the indigo teleporter, it will take you back down to the orange room. That's right.
And the purple one sends me to the silver room.
That's right.
None of them lead me to the red room, correct?
Not that you've seen so far, although the thing that you haven't tried is jumping into them without a Senkert blade.
I think it goes down. So that's why you can't do it in the red room, because if you do it in the red room, then you gone.
Yeah, you're stuck in there. Yeah, so you're not sure how to get to the red room. You haven't figured that out yet. You're not sure how to get back to the red room. You know you can go outside and go through through the restaurant and get into the red room, but you're not sure how to teleport into the red room.
They do have this on the outside of the building. They have the stairs that lead up to the
first floor.
The
and Great
so
Hall.
That's probably a way that maybe you could get out or something.
Could I try to jump into the orange one without the blade and see what happens?
You're going to jump into the orange teleporter without the blade?
Without the Senkert blade.
Okay.
I'm scared I'm going to die.
That's what you're going to do? All right.
I'm scared I'm going to die.
Can I try to hide the sword, in my clothes?
Your Whistling Rapier?
Uh-huh.
You can try.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You have a sword.
Yeah.
Okay. This sword is a Senkert sword. So when you stepped on the orange teleporter with the Whistling Rapier, it takes you back to yellow. And then it takes you to green and then blue and so on. Right?
Oh.
Aster, you end up in the orange room. What do you want to do?
All right. So then I'm going to go. I'm not disguised anymore, correct?
That's correct.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self on me again.
All right.
To look like the owner.
Senkert?
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then I'm going to walk through the door where the butler's at.
All right. You walk into the Great Hall. The butler is apparently not in the Great Hall itself. He is in a room at the opposite end of the Great Hall. The door is open to that room, and you can see him sort of puttering around in there. His back is to you.
And I'm just gonna stroll around as the main guy now.
Okay.
And
You can see there are a pair of double doors in here, which probably lead out of the building.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You walk up to the double doors. There's a set of elaborate steps in front of you that lead down to the ground and out into the city of arrival.
I walk like I'm kind of like tired, and
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of work trying to mimic how he was in his room.
Okay. Right. Well, you notice that there are some city guards sort of poking around. You also gather that there is some concern among employees of the restaurant that someone went into the storage area and didn't come out. You meld into the crowd as well. Aster, as arranged, has exited. What is Gaston going to do?
After approximately 10 minutes, Gaston assumes that Aster is safe and sound outside of the building. And he's going to cast invisibility on himself and then go try to steal the luck blade. And then he's got this plan in his head about how this will all work. So he goes and grabs the luck blade. The alarms are going off. The statues come alive, and then he dimensions door out of the building, and he gets out of the dodge.
You grab the luck blade, and indeed, alarms immediately ring loudly. Gaston, as soon as you grab the blade and the alarms, these loud bells start ringing, the two suits of armor immediately step away from the wall and begin moving toward you. And then you cast Dimension Door.
I use the cape, and then a puff of smoke disappear outside of the building.
All right, Gaston appears outside the building. You can see outside the building there are actually guards already milling around the area talking to some employees of the restaurant. Now, you no longer look like your food critic disguise.
Okay,
the spell has expired. But you can easily tell that there is a little bit of concern about two people who went into the storage room for the restaurant and then disappeared. And the guards are trying to figure out what's going on. But I assume you sort of melt away into the crowd.
Exactly.
And you both manage to escape from the tower of the fast food magnate. And you both succeeded. You got away.
Okay.
But Gaston succeeded extraordinarily so.
All right. Good job, guys.
And thus, you know a little bit more about my exciting history and how I came to be the remarkable hero and performer I am today. You surely cannot wait to see where the musical winds will take me next. Perhaps someday I'll tell you another exciting tale of Aster Fortuna, Bard Extraordinaire.